Hi everyone, and welcome to this chatty discussion video. I definitely want to do more of discussion type of videos going into 2026. Definitely want to make more content just in general, so please bear with me to get more comfortable in front of the camera as I'm a little bit nervous. But yeah, so today I want to kind of talk and ramble and go on and on about all my reading goals and just talk about all the challenges that I want to take part in. So just be warned, this video is going to be a complete mess. But yeah, let's just get started. So I will link everyone that I talk about down below in the description. So definitely go show them some love. There's some awesome people in this community, and thank you so much for making my 2025 amazing. I've met so many new content creators, so many people on Instagram, YouTube, everywhere. So thank you so much, and thank you for all the old, how would you say that? Not oldies. All the people that stuck with me that I've known forever. And thank you so much for putting up with me, because I am a complete disaster. But anyways, let's just get into my reading goals for 2026. My main one that I want to focus on is the year of Clamp. Maeve and me are obsessed with Clamp, and we want to go back and reread the ones that we have not read yet. There's two full bookcases dedicated to in my collection of Clamp's works. It's a all-female group, if you did not know, that write manga, and I have all of it that's in English. Throughout the years, of course, different companies like reprint it, so they have different editions, and I like to collect each one and stuff like that. So yeah, I have at least one edition, if not 4 editions of every single series. I definitely have some even Japanese editions. I would love to get the Spanish editions, get more of the Japanese editions too, but that's down the road. But anyways, we wanted to come up with rereading all of the Clamp works that are printed in English, or translated in English, and either reread them or read them for the first time. So we came up with a like a year of Clamp, to where we're going to pick like a title or shorter series and read them each month. So I just kind of want to quickly go over that. In January, I wanted to start off the year right with Cardcaptor Sakura, which is my favorite manga of all time. It's what got me started. I have 2 full shelves and then some more merch up there, and merch is just scattered everywhere. This is Cardcaptor. But anyways, it's just overflowing. I definitely need to make I need to make room for 3 shelves, but it's just so special to me, so nostalgic. Watched the dub growing up, and yeah, so that one is for January. We're also reading Cardcaptor Sakura Clear Card, which is the first part is 12 volumes, the original one, and then Clear Card is 16 volumes, so we'll be reading 28 volumes altogether. I'm also, don't have to do this, but there's like this, it's called Animanga, and it's like 10 volumes, and they take clips of the dubbed series and put it in. I'll be reading that too, so I'm gonna be reading but for the year Clamp, we're just reading the 28 volumes. I am so nervous to read Clear Card, as I don't want it to taint my love for the original 12 volumes, but I just finished collecting all 16 volumes. I had one in 12 for the longest time. I don't know why it took me so long to get the other ones. But anyways, we're going to do it. We're going to read it together. We definitely want anyone to join in. So you can skip months if you don't want to read something. You can go in order. You can read them all out of order. Just please talk to us about it, because we love to talk about Clamp. In February, we're reading our Rig Beta. It's a 10-volume series. It's actually the first published work by Clamp. then just kind of going in order, they made like a little trilogy. If y'all don't know, all of Clamp's works connect in some universe in some way, and then some of them connect like in different universes. It's very complicated, but I'll link down a video down below that's very interesting that I freaking love. But and then they make some manga that intertwines as well, that's in a different universe, but it just, with characters from all the other universes, it's a big mess, but that's why I love it. So it's we're reading Man of Many Faces, Clamp School Detectives, and Clamp School Defenders, which 2 volumes of Man of Faces, Clamp School Detectives 3, and then the Defenders is 2. There's also in the school light novel series, which is 3 volumes. Not holding myself to reading that, but that would be a good month to read it in March, because it's like we're visiting the school. But I never get around to reading my light novels, so let's just be honest. Volume 4 aligns with another reading, a readathon that I am hosting with Marg, but we'll get into that a little bit later. But we are reading all of Clamp's one-shots. On this this graph, whatever you call it, it's missing one, but that's because Maeve doesn't want to read it, so I didn't put it on. But there is 4 one-shots. Snow Goddess Tales, which is very tragic and sad. Legend of Chon Young, and The One I Love. And then also Melky-chan in Wonderland, which that one's not on here, but I will also be reading that one in this. Or I'll read it closer to in October, because one story aligns with another series. So either one. The next is May, and that's we're reading Suki 1 through 3, Gate number 7 1 through 4, and the Magic Knight Ray Earth 1 through 6, so the complete thing, the 2 parts. You can skip over like Suki, I heard that has inappropriate like age gap in it. You can skip over that. Gate 7 you can skip over, it's incomplete, but I heard that the story's really good and the art's beautiful, so I'm excited. The Magic Knight Ray Earth you can't skip over because it's one of my favorites. Yeah, you can if you want. And then in June, going to link with another readathon that I'm hosting, but I'm reading a Legal Drug and Legal Drop. It's 5 volumes. The 6th volume was never translated, and it irritates me because that's the final volume. So once again, Clamp does have a tendency of not finishing stuff, or going back years later and finishing it. And then in July, Clover volumes 1 through 4, or there's 2 different omnibus editions, so I guess you could read that for the one-shot readathon. I don't know, I might, but it and then Angelic Lair 1 through 5, and then Chobits 1 through 8, because Angelic Lair takes place before Chobits. So yeah, that's why I kind of did that. Then in August, all of the Tsubasa, there's 28 volumes, and then there's 3 volumes that continue. This one I put next to Holic, and then Holic Ray, because Tsubasa and Holic you can actually read it in order, and then it's not like volume you go back and forth, but you can read like 2 volumes of this, 1 volume of this, and then it kind of goes back and forth. There's if I can get it, I'll link the timeline. This, I'm not going to complicate it. This year I'm just going to read each individual series, but I do want to go back after it's fresh in my mind and kind of go back and forth. I think that'll be so much fun, of like chronological order, because these series take place in the same timeline, or the same like exactly at the same time, so they kind of visit each other. But kind of like Buffy and Angel, if you know, you can watch it in like order, and you can go back and forth with episodes, and things are happening in Sunnydale, and other things are happening in, I believe, New York. So it's kind of like you can go back and forth. But anyways, I'm the biggest dork ever. Then I also put Holic next to October, so you can have like a spooky read and it can trickle down if you don't finish it. That one is 19 volumes, and then Ray is 4 volumes, so 23 volumes. Then I'm hosting another readathon in October. So I put Tokyo Babylon 1 through 7, which is a horror, like short story horror manga, and then X/1999, which is in 18 volumes, which does not finish, unfortunately, but is just so good. So I highly recommend it. And the anime is fantastic, and the anime does have an ending, just saying. Then November is Wish and Kabata, which I'm really excited to read Kabata. I never read Kabata, but I really, really love Wish. Wish is 4 volumes, or the omnibus, and then Kabata is a 6-volume series. Then I left December, December for another readathon that I'm doing, but I left it for this challenge to complete any clamp titles that you do not or you're not able to finish throughout the year. So that is the main like challenge that I'm focusing on in my mind. I don't know I'm telling you this because I don't want to be held accountable, but I'm going to anyways. The 1st through the 15th is when I'm going to try to finish most of the clamp, at least over half of it, and then I can read other things through the 15th through the end of the month. So that is kind of what I'm doing. Also, a whole bunch of these clamp titles can link into the other challenges that I'm doing as well. So definitely want to focus on clamp and then go into the other ones. So the next big one that I want to partake in is Read What You Own, which is hosted by Shay and Izzy, and they do it every single year. And I just really want to take part this year. I keep saying I'm going to, but there's just there's like a bingo board with 25 different challenges. There's also like a little section of a bingo board with DNFs that Izzy made. But like the challenges are really like you can incorporate pretty much anything in them. So like with my clamp, this one right here, the first challenge is avoiding. I've been avoiding a lot of those clamp titles, even though I love clamp, but like the Suki I've been avoiding. Tsubasa, I read the first 14 volumes, but I've been avoiding the rest, stuff like that. And then Think You Will DNF. So that one's fun. You keep sending back oldest checkout. So I guess that one will have to be more of I have a library book that's an actual physical book in mind, that a digital format. So I will be reading some of titles in my collection that I can get digitally. So I'll definitely be crossing that one off. Final of a series, a 5-star prediction, under 200 volumes. Oldest book on your shelf, set in a country you live in, genre you don't often read, which is going to be a Yuri, a book with foiled on the cover. That one actually aligns with the next one of the next challenges. Start a new series, a freebie, someone else's picks a book off your TBR. I'm gonna probably get Scott to do that one. Person on cover, randomized pick from your TBR. With one of my friends, we're going to do a TBR jar. So which we're going to make an announcement and everything for that. I just want to set it up first. And I'm going to put a whole bunch of completed series that I completed throughout 2025, like collecting that I haven't read yet, in a jar, and like draw one out. It's a lot. So we're going to be making a video on that. And also my other friend challenged me to do like TBR Fridays that I haven't done. So I kind of want to get into that. So I'm doing a lot because I'm extra. And then a book you can't remember why you bought it, over 400 pages, name in the title, newest book, animals on cover, influence to buy, a lot of them, set in a different country, and then challenge readathon pick. So that one, this is a readathon I'm doing, so any of them. And then there's like bonus ones for that. Keep sending book oldest. Oh, check out Fall Vibes, a cozy read, a comfort author, which I'm sure all these are going to just happen in fall because I normally read those in fall. Digital format, favorite genre, nervous to read, winter setting, God as a gift. Okay, cool. Probably going to read the one that Sky just got me as a gift. So, yeah, they have a whole bunch of like graphs of like start and finish, but I can't really do start and finish because I have too much. And I'm not planning on reading my whole entire collection this year. I guess I could do start to finish with just this. Ooh, that's a good idea. Like, of course, don't count every volume, but count one of each volume like per series. Since I have like different editions. I think I actually added it up and it was like 174 volumes. So I think that's what I'm going to do for that. I think that'll be fun to make sure that I complete all this. Good idea. I just thought of that. See, talking to you guys, thank you so much. You're helping me organize my thoughts. So thank you for listening to me ramble. But yeah, so there's other like challenges and stuff for read what you own, but yeah, I'm gonna work them in as I can, but I'm definitely focusing on the bingo board, and the DNF board is interesting, so who knows. But the next one up that I want to do is the Buzzword Readathon, hosted by Books and Lala. I've been a huge fan of her, followed her channel forever, and every single year I attempt to do this challenge. One year I accomplished it, I just didn't film it. And then I think the 2 years after that, I've been doing it since the beginning. I started and I get to about April and then I just, yeah. So anyway, so what it is it started out as you would pick a prompt in the title and there's one for each month. You can go out of order, but I'm going to try to stay in order of month. Last year, and she's continuing it over, she added a cover prompt. So now you're finding a word in the title and then you're finding another one with a prompt in on the cover. So you can like double up and find one in each, or you can do two separate volumes or books. But yeah, so for example, like in January, the title is before and after. Self-explanatory. So I'm going to dive deeper into what I'm going to read in my TBR for the month, or my reset for the month. I don't know what I'm going to call it yet, but I'm going to film a video each month finding these on my shelves. I want to complete this in my LGBTQ or my LGBTQ section, or my like sex and like real life, like that. So definitely want to like challenge myself even more. And then in February is keyboard keys. So anything that you find on the keyboard, I have so many. Then March is this and that. April is ordinal numbers. I don't know what that means, but I watched her video. I just don't remember, but I will link her video down below. May is make. June is one word title. So like a name, anything that's just one word. July is occupations. August is groups and clubs. September is me and my. October is parts of houses. November is instructional title. And then December is superlatives. She will explain everything in the video that I'm going to link below, so definitely go check her out. This is so much fun. I've already found everything I'm going to read for the, January and February, so stay tuned for those videos. And then the cover one is internal body parts, so any kind of body part that you find inside. In February is a solarette, which my friend and me came up with only one cover in my collection that we can think of, and I don't want to read that title. So yeah, so I guess I'm going to be forced to read the title. Luckily it's volume 2, so I only would have to read 2 volumes, but I kind of want to read the full thing, since the full series, since I'm reading anyways. I need to get off my TBR. I started it and DNF'd it, but it's one of those that I think I'm going to enjoy if I actually get back into it. I'm just scared to get obsessed because there's so much merch for it. So you will see what that is. And then March is action movement. April is wearable accessories. May is border flames. June is wings. July is a metallic element. August is damage. September is fire and smoke. October is doors and keys. November is reflections, and then December is music. So I have a lot of ones that the music can come in on my BL shelf. So I'm not stressed there. So I'm just so excited to participate in that one and find all the ones and think like outside the box for these. And yeah, I'm just so excited for the Buzzword. So thank you, Kayla, for setting that up again. Then I have a challenge of I want to replace the bookcases over here and over here with these, because I feel like you can display and fit more than the ones that I have, and they're also falling apart. So I have all the way up to May, but I don't think I need that long. I want to get a new bookcase, like one a month. They're like $40 at Target. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I need like 9, 9 more. Yeah, so anyways, and then I also want to hold myself accountable to repaint this one in the middle. It used to be up against the wall, so I didn't paint the backside of it that well. So I want to go back and paint the backside, and then also I didn't paint the top of it, so because I couldn't see the top. So I need to, yeah, that needs work. But I may not even paint it white. I might paint it like a different color. So that's another reading challenge. The next one is get up to complete date of publishing of all the Sublime titles. And that is Sublime is a BL publisher that is owned by Viz Media, and they print 2 BL titles a month. So if I stay up with that, and then I get either like 2 extra or 3 extra every single month, I will have every single Sublime title that was ever published. And this year I made a point to get the harder volumes. So I spent a little bit too much money, but I got all the ones that were hard to get. So now I'm focusing on just collecting. It's pretty much just 2, to be honest, that I'm so behind on, like Finder and The World's Greatest First Love. I'm missing a little bit more, but as long as I get those, then I'll be getting 54 volumes in the year 2026, and I already got 2 in my December haul, so I already crossed them off. So I already got a little head start. I could have had 2 more that I saw in the bookstore, but they were like out of order, so I was like, no, I'm just gonna wait. I don't need to get everything at once. I need to calm down. Then just other reading challenges or readathons that I do throughout the year. I just kind of want to go over and talk about them. Like some of them I host, some of them my friends do, and I want to participate. So first up is March Mystery Madness. My friend Di always hosts this every single year, and I have so many like mystery series that I want to get off that I keep like saying, oh, I'm going to read them in October, but I want to save October for more like spooky, and then get a lot of my mysteries out of the way in March. So that's the plan there. And then in April, Marg and me always host One Shot Readathon. It's a week-long readathon. I guess it's like a weekend to a weekend, so it's like 8 or 9 days. I kind of like to try to read as many one-shots in the month of April as I can, just because I have so many. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. I love doing it with her. Then the Manga Pride Readathon with I host that with Katie and Zoe. Self-explanatory. Read all LGBTQ works throughout the whole entire month. There's a live show at the end. It's just so much fun, like a wrap up. Yeah, I need to start planning that for sure. Want to change the bingo board, want to change the prompts, stuff like that. Then my friend in August hosts a readathon called 801 Readathon, which is you read a whole bunch of Yaoi BL, 365 801, and it's a week long or like 8 days long. So I would definitely want to I pretty much what I do is all the ones that I didn't finish in June I read in August, but I definitely want to read more BL throughout the year and not just wait for like the 3 readathons to do it. But yeah, it's always a lot of fun. She comes up with a bingo board. I try to get a blackout in a week, which is insane. I should probably just for fun just extend it for a whole entire month and just do it, just break all the rules. Then the Manga Freakathon, which I host with Marg every single October. I have so much fun reading all the spooky titles with that. Tony unfortunately could not host last October, but she is more than welcome to jump back on at any time. And then we also have a new host, Chloe. So Chloe will be joining us, so we're gonna be it's gonna be more fun. We're gonna have 4 hosts this year, so really excited about that. Then lastly in December I do kind of myself, but I want to make like a board and ask people if they want to join in, because some people actually join in, so thank you so much. 25 days of Sublime, where I focus on all my Sublime titles that I've not read throughout the year, and it really helps me knock them off and read a lot of Sublime, because I try to read obviously 25, but this year I did not have time to do it, so yeah. So I thought about doing it in January, but I think I'm just going to skip this year, but which is sad. But anyways, if I have time to fit it in, I will, but I didn't have time in December. Other readathons that I partake in that are not necessarily scheduled are 30 and 30 from Shay, Izzy, and Bookish Realm, where you try to read 30 volumes of manga in 30 days. And then there's also extra challenges that we're not going to get into that are really fun. And then sometimes they challenge themselves to read 60 and 30. So I do too, because I'm crazy. Then there's the Sci-Fi Summer hosted by Zoe, Miss Manga. So hopefully she does that again this year, because that was a lot of fun. I read so many good sci-fis. Then 3 readathons that don't really know when we're going to do them, because we kind of do them randomly throughout the year. Volume 1, last year we did Volume 1 September, Chloe and me, and it was a lot of fun. We did it for the whole entire month, which the whole entire point of that was to knock off Volume 1s off your TBR to see if you wanted to continue them or not. The issue with that is I wanted to continue most of them, but maybe like 2. So we're gonna do that, but do it a week long. I think that would be better to get a whole bunch of Volume 1s off your thing. So it's not the whole entire month. Then also Chloe and me are also going to be doing a new readathon that we're still kind of working through and coming up with, called like, we don't even know the name, where we read short series and knock off short series, so that way it's like complete in our collection, so we can focus on that. I think that'd be a lot of fun. So kind of like we're gonna do like a point for finishing a series, and then you can add on another point for like reading volume 3, another point reading the 4th volume and the 5th volume. So the rule is it has to be 2 to 5 volumes, and from 3 to 5 you can add on another point. So at the end you'll see how many points you get, and whoever gets the most points wins. So I think that's how we're gonna do it. So then I also host with Tony a weekend readathon, where over Friday, Saturday, Sunday we read as many volumes as we can. I try to come up with themed TBRs for myself, but yeah, then we come up with like short little challenges. It's a lot of fun. It gets me to read a lot. And just focus on reading. I read like estimate like eight a day, so really knocks off my TBR and kind of helps me with if I'm in a reading slump, or helps me if I haven't read that many that month, so gets my numbers up. So yeah, that seems like everything. I hope I didn't miss anything, but yeah, so I will link all the information down, all the readathons and all the information down below. But I have a feeling this is going to be the best reading year that I've ever had. And let me know your goals down below in the comments. Let me know if you have any other challenges that you want me to do, because I never have enough. And also my friends are hosting like other like bingo boards and stuff. I'm going to announce those that I'm doing them in like my monthly TBR, videos that I'm going to be doing. I need to set like an actual day that I set that. I guess I'm going to try it on the 25th of every single month. So that's when that video is going to come out. Maybe I need to film it on the 25th and then I can post it on the 1st. But anyways, if you can hear, my dog wants me, so I'm going to end this here, and yeah, thank you for watching.